Good morning. It's a little after 3 a.m. I'm sitting here trying to think about what do you do when you're trying to process information that you don't know how to process. It seems to come up for a lot of us in our lives. So I did my live yesterday, and I walked out to a message from my sister that my dad has metastatic cancer. And I guess this is where I get to tell you a little bit about my complicated life story. I was born to two narcissistic parents, young, drug-addicted, alcoholic, narcissistic, abusive parents. My father was psychologically and physically abusive, and my mother is grandiose and neglectful and basically just didn't care. My only purpose was to emotionally and financially support her. Emotionally in the beginning, and eventually financially. And when I refused to do that, eventually I ended contact with her. My parents divorced when I was 6 years old, and my mom married a man who was 24 years older than her, and he became my dad. This man, Leo Feingold, never once made me feel like a stepchild. He had 3 children he'd already raised, but he loved me, really loved me and parented me. And I credit a lot of the values that I have and who I am today to who he is, and the values that he taught me and the lessons he instilled in me, just like my great-grandmother did. You know, Mr. Rogers had a saying, look for the helpers. Well, I think I survived a lot of the traumas that I had in my life because of the helpers I had in my life. So I lost a lot of years of contact with my dad because my mother convinced me after their divorce that he wouldn't want contact with me because I was just the stepchild. And my sister wouldn't want anything to do with me because she was jealous and I was just the stepchild. And I reconnected a couple times, but several years ago I felt the need really strongly to reconnect because I wanted my dad to know how incredibly grateful I am to him for that love that he gave me, for all the lessons he gave me so unconditionally when he didn't have to. So right now I'm really sad. And I know he's had a full life. But it's really important that the world know what a quality man he is. So Leo Feingold is 95 years old. He's a Russian Jew who was in a concentration camp as a prisoner of war in World War II. He's a geneticist, a biologist, a Russian teacher, a prolific writer, a lover of books, a fine music, a lover of women, a yoga teacher, a lover of fine food, a lover of life, a lover of education, old films, experiences. Leo Feingold is a good man, and I am honored to have been his daughter. And I know that death is just a change. But my heart is having a really hard time imagining a world that he's not in it with me. So I'm asking for patience from all of you for the next few days, just to know that I'm just a little bit sad. And I will work through it. It's strange. I've never had to work through the pre-grief of losing a parent like that. I don't have that same kind of emotion about my other parents. But I love Leo Feingold because I know that he really loves me. So here's my hope for every single one of you. Be kind to one another, because we never know what each other's going through. Be kind to the people on the street, because you never know what they're going through. Everybody has something. Everyone. Have some compassion, some kindness. It costs nothing. It takes nothing away from you to be a little bit kind. I just ask that of you. Just a little bit. That's all. I love you all. I'm going to take a couple days so that you don't have to listen to me to be depressed. I'll be back. But I'm going to take a couple days. Bless you all. I love you. And I'm going to post a couple pictures of my dad.